on, sports cards fans? Ray from Philly here, and welcome to the fourth annual 2026 Football Card Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I'm joined by the two chairmen that run the Football Card Hall of Fame, Bart of Bart's Cards and Scott of Scotty Tradition. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, Ray. Good to see you.
Yep. What's up, Scott?
Well, we're doing really well. We had the actual, we knew who got into the actual Pro Football Hall of Fame yesterday, which was pretty cool. And now we get to react to the Football Card Hall of Fame. So
Yeah.
it's just that time of year.
Yeah. So just to go over the rules again real quick, there was 45 cards on the ballot, and it used to be the top 10 cards get in voted, but it's the top 5 cards get voted in. And the bottom 5, so cards 41 to 45, are bumped off for next year's ballot. And so it was as far as the how many votes there was. Last year we had 187 votes. This year we topped that at 228 votes. So a nice uptick in voting this year. And it was I've tallied the votes today. The voting polls ended tonight, and these guys don't know. So this is something that's been done every year. They have no idea. I know because I had to tally the votes, but Scott and Bart have no clue as to what cards are been inducted for 2026. So without further ado, let's get started. And first off, like I said, this is the 2026 Football Card Hall of Fame fourth class. Special thanks, first of all, go out to John Newman, Sports Card Nation, Greg, Midlife Sports Cards, and Dr. Jim Beckett for all of their help in promoting and getting the word out. So thank you very much, guys. We greatly appreciate it. And so we're about ready. So we're going to start off with 5 to 1. So the fifth most votes, fourth, third, second, and first. Then after that, we'll show the cards that finish 6th to 10th, 11th to 20th, 21st to 30, 31 to 40, and then the bottom 5, 41 to 45. So I can't wait to share this with everyone. I hope everyone's excited. I know I am. You guys are ready. We're going to start with number 5. You guys can swap back and forth, and I'm going to disappear.
All right. So shout out to everybody that cast a ballot this year. We appreciate it. And always thanks for the support and folks sharing the videos and the ballots on social media as well. It's good for the hobby.
Thank you.
What you got, Ray? Number 5 coming up. Oh, Frank Gifford jumped up. All right. He wasn't in the – I thought he'd be another year or two from now. So pulled in 43% of the voters. That Bowman large color really got their attention, I guess, this year, Scotty.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of where he finished last year. I don't think it was in like the first 5 out, but I think it was somewhere after that. I'm actually not too surprised about this card. I like it a lot. It's that great artistic look to it, and I guess so far our voters have went with the vintage side of things again here, an early Bowman football. So I like the pick. Might not have had it in the top 5, but I would have probably had it in the top 10. So yeah.
Number 4. All right. This one was expected. Fran Tarkin did well last year as well, so he was right on the cusp of making it last year. So fourth place vote beat out Frank Gifford by a percentage point there. Good job. We like that. 62 tops.
Yeah, he was in the first 5 out last time, I want to say, for sure. So this time he gets in. A lot of people like this card. As far as Vikings collectors go, I don't know that there is a more sought-after card than the Fran Tarkenton rookie card. So they have that, and it makes me really curious now if the 62 Ditka is going to get in, if he's going to be on the list. Because I think a lot of people like that card as well from the same set.
I hope this is all coming in clear. I lost sound on Scotty again.
You lost sound on Scott?
Yeah. I can hear you just fine, so let's roll with it.
And I can hear Bart. He just can't hear
Scott can hear Bart. Scott can hear you fine.
Sweet.
So just a quick we were talking about Gifford finished 14th last year, and Fran Tarkenton finished 7th.
Yeah, so he was Fran Tarkenton was the 2-man out, right? So
yeah,
seventh out of
second man out.
top 5 got in. So
Right.
yeah. So let's see how if a couple of those others 6 through 10s from last year made it in this year. What do you got for number 3, Ray? Oh, that's a big jump from him. Good job, Scotty. He was adamant to get this one on the ballot in previous year, and it paid off, and the voters enjoyed it too.
Yeah, this is one that I predicted would get in. I think this year, I predicted this one and like the LT would get in, and then I had good feelings about the Tarkenton and the Ditka. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I mean, this card just got on the ballot last year and found its way in this year. So pretty impressive to see this old school card get in. Love to see it.
Beecher finished 11th last year. So
Gotcha.
he jumped to 3rd. Number 2.
There you go. Mean Joe. He was 9th last year, the 4th man out. So that's a good jump. Well deserved. Not the greatest looking card, but the player itself definitely deserves Hall of Fame or earlier rather than later in the Sports Card Hall of Fame.
Yeah, this one surprises me a little bit, I think. Mean Joe Green getting in this time around. I love the card. I'm a huge defensive guy.
Right.
So, I mean, I love to see it get in, but I think maybe John Newman must have voted a bunch of times or something.
Yeah, John Newman must have voted 100 times on this card.
Yeah, I don't know how this one.
Next one's Ernie Davis, then we know that one's.
This was the jump from overnight that I was telling you guys today. This was the one that jumped from like 6th to 2nd overnight. Wow. He was just outside the 5 yesterday, and he jumped to 2nd overnight.
Wow.
Well, let's see. First man out last year was Lawrence Taylor, 82 tops. So
yeah, I have
it this year. Is this number 1, or did he get bounced?
If I'm gonna be shocked or if we're right here. Yeah.
Drum roll, everybody.
There it is. All right, 51% of the vote too. All right, this is good. We talked about this on some of the other videos. I'd love for this to be a better pose, but love 82 tops, and LT is the man. So great choice here.
Yep. Nice to see a couple defensive players get into with LT, getting in, and then also Mean Joe Green. Those are 2 great players right there.
Yeah, Mean Joe Green and Taylor. Yeah.
So really excited about that.
Me and Scotty both like the defense too. So we're happy with this.
It is nice, Scott. You're right to see some defensive players getting in. Like you're right with Mean Joe and LT. That's awesome. And this is Bart's favorite set, 82.
Yeah, the only one I thought that Ditka might have had a good shot to get in this year. So we'll see if that's in the first couple out here. Because I'm just curious about that one.
Okay, so there's and now we're gonna just show the top 5 on a list here, so everybody will see. Number 5 is the 52 Bowman Large. Frank Gifford had 99 of the 228 votes at 43.4%. At number 4 was the 62 Topps Fran Tarkenton, not Frank, with 101 votes, 44.3%. Number 3, the 1888 N162 Harry Beecher, 102 votes out of 228. Number 2, big jump from overnight, Mean Joe Green, 71 Topps rookie card, 104 votes. And at number 1, LT, 1982 Topps Lawrence Taylor rookie, got 117 votes, over 50%, 51.3. That's a hell of
that's strong voting there.
Strong voting for LT. Like Bart and Scott said, number 6 last year, right, guys? So
yeah,
he was first man out last year. Yeah, 2 through 5. That's close voting right there.
Yeah.
I wonder how far away the number 6 was there.
Yeah, and for what I was gonna say is just I'm surprised that Mean Joe Green would beat out like Beecher and Tarkenton. You know what I mean? So he must have just came up out of nowhere. Like it's not like he just slipped on with 5. He got all the way up to 2nd somehow.
Yeah. Well, let me show you guys 6 to 10. You're set, Mike Ditka, and there's Mike Ditka, the first man out.
Missed it by 5 votes there. Still a strong showing though, so good job. He was 5th man out last year, so he's first man out this year.
So he's moving up.
Yep.
How about Deacon Jones?
First year on the ballot, right, Scott? Deacon Jones.
Deacon Jones did well, yeah. Landry moving on up.
Just to give you guys a little tidbit, Tom Landry was in the top 5 for 90% of this ballot. I thought he was for sure getting in. He got out of the top 5 in the last few days since I'd say Monday.
Gotcha. Wow.
And the playoff Tom Brady was around 6. But Tom Brady did very well. I mean, he was off the ballot 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean that playoff contenders auto card, that's, it should do pretty well. I'll give him that. That's a little higher for Blanda than I would have expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no Packers in the top 10. That's kind of disappointing for me.
Yeah, no Packers, Bart. Scott said no Packers in the top 10. Let's move on to 11 to 20. Number 11, 48 Leafs, Steve Van Buren, big boy, got 65 of the votes. Number 12, 84 USFL, Reggie White, rookie, look how close these all are, 64. Number 13, the 79 tops, Earl Campbell.
There we go. Good showing there.
Yeah, very good showing for Earl Campbell. 60 votes, 26%. 14, but back-to-back 63 Fleers with Len Dawson and Lance Allworth. And OJ moved up. He was 20, something like 25th last year, I think. And
Okay.
OJ moved up to the teens, is deservedly so.
Cut plug did well for a first year.
Yeah, Mayo cut plug finished 17th, first year in the ballot. Emmett Smith moved up from he's now 18th. Bobby Lane finished 19th, and Tony Dorsett moved up as well. So big jump here that I see is Earl Campbell. I think Earl Campbell was he was 20th last year.
And I feel like Bobby Lane finished higher.
That's a strong showing from Dorsett as well.
Bobby Lane dropped. You're right, Scott. Last year, Bobby Lane was 12th.
Okay.
So
That's
he
kind
dropped.
of amazing to me.
He dropped to 19th.
So
Where's
Steve Big Boy Van
Did we
Buren,
talk about him already?
Steve Van Buren. This is the first year for Van Buren on the ballot.
and he overtook Bobby Lane.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, Reggie White. Let's see where Reggie White was. Reggie was 13th. He moved up one spot to 12th.
Okay.
So there's 11 to 20. 21 to 30. 21, Bowman, Norm Van Brocklin. Number 22, 57 tops, Paul Horning. Here you go, Scott. 23, 77 tops, Steve Largent. Did very well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
24 was the 35 National Chickle, Clark Hinkle. 25, the 50 Bowman, Elroy Hirsch. 26, 48 Leaf Sig Luckman.
That's a
Luckman?
surprise there.
Me
Luckman
too.
had 33% of the vote last year.
Yeah.
He would have been, he was trending towards getting in this year.
Yeah. 27 is the 98 SP Authentic Peyton Manning. 28, Panini. Mahomes got bumped off and he finished very strong, 28th.
Yeah, that's surprising
That's
too.
a big jump for
A little love
Mahomes.
for Modern. A little love for Modern.
29 is 63 tops Ray Nitschke. And number 30, the 50 tops felt Joe Paterno. Joe Paterno moved up, actually. He wasn't in the top 20. He was lower than 30 last year. He moved up. So we're going to move on now to 31. This is the last remaining cards that'll be continuing into next year. 68 tops Bob Greasy.
First year.
Yep. 84 USFL Steve Young. There's Santa.
Santa made it.
Santa made the cut at 33. Pro Set Santa Claus. At 34, 89 score supplemental, Bo Jackson. Brett Favre was 44th or 40th last year. He was the Mr. Irrelevant, I guess you could call him. He was the dead last guy. He moved up to 35. 36 is the 82 tops Ronnie Lott. 37, I'm glad to see this still on. The 51 Bowman Emlyn Tunnell. That's nice to see. 38, 89 score Deion Sanders, and 39, 50 Bowman Doak Walker. And the last card, Mr. Irrelevant, 60 first year on the ballot, 63 tops Bob Lilly. So that brings us.
Lombardi's fallen off. The Lombardi statue card is falling off.
That's what we're going to see next.
Kenny Washington's one of them, right?
Yep.
Oh, Lombardi Trophy got bounced.
So the 5 cards that finished at the bottom was the 48 Bowman, unfortunately, Kenny Washington. The Pro Set Vince Lombardi Trophy got 20 votes. The 57 Tops Dick Lane. Sorry, John Newman. He was on for a couple years, but 62 Tops Ernie Davis. And first year on the ballot, this, I can't believe it, 52 Bowman Large, Jim Lansford.
I'm on board with that Lansford getting bounced. I'm okay with that. Like we kind of put that one on there. At least I was feeling like I'd love to see how this one does because, you know, we had Dr. Beckett on, but the early magazines had that card as a raw card, $2,000 when everything else was worth $1 or something. It was the biggest number sign in any of the Beckett's when I was a kid. And it's because it's the final card in that set. But we've moved on from set building, so it's not popular like it was. So the supporters have spoken there.
Where did Ernie Davis finish last year? Do we know?
Let me see. I have 11 to 20 here. I might have to. He was below 20. So let's see. Let me bring up 21 to 30 last year. He wasn't in 21 to 30 last year, so he must have been way below that. If I even have the list from 30, he was definitely lower than 30 because I can't find the list from 31 to 40. So he was somewhere in the 30s last year.
And I'm a little surprised that, like, you know, Steve Big Boy Van Buren overtook the 2 big Leaf quarterbacks from 48 Leaf and Luckman and Bobby Lane.
Yeah, first year on the ballot, Steve Van Buren, you're right, finished
did well.
11th. First year on the ballot, did really well. Earl Campbell, Earl Campbell finished 20th last year with 39 votes, 20%. And this year got 26% with doubled his votes from, well, no, he went from 39 to 60, but he went up 6%.
And I'm a little surprised that Ray Nitschke finished so low. I think that's like one of the biggest Packer cards you could want, you know what I mean, for a Packer collector. And so for Deacon Jones to do so much better than Nitschke, that was a little surprising to me.
Yeah. Bart Scott was saying he was surprised how much better Deacon Jones did than Ray Nitschke on especially first year.
Yeah, that's a high level of disparity there. You know, I could see people picking one over the other just based on favorites and other things like that. But
yeah,
to have that amount of distance,
they're pretty far apart. Yeah, like Deacon's, he was just outside the 5, right? He was 7th.
I'm happy to see both of them beat Bob Lilly.
Yeah, but he's still on, Bob Lilly. Like he hung on,
but the other one
hung on.
So that's good.
So yeah,
I feel like people were just going to vote for one of those cards, and so more people just must have picked the Deacon Jones.
We'll have to bring him back in a couple years there.
Right. Any shocks as to what dropped off here? Like I'm shocked at the Lombardi. Nothing else really, but the Lombardi I thought would hang around.
Yeah, I figured Santa'd beat Lombardi by a little bit, but I thought the trophy, just that hologram and that year, that was brand new stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool. One of those, you know, broad ranging. It makes the ballot a little bit wider as far as what's involved there. We'll see.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. The Lombardi a little surprised, but not like overly surprised. And then the Ernie Davis maybe a little surprised as well, when it would fall off the list.
Yeah, Ernie Davis is a surprise. Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm not surprised at the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, Emlyn Tunnell, he got bumped off there on his only 1 year, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he wasn't on. I don't see him on the ballot from last year on the top listing. So it's good to see 37th. He's in there. But to see next year, what you think all 5 of these guys get in, or how many of these guys usually? What do you think? I think Dick is a shoo-in.
I agree.
Yeah. That might have been why Ernie Davis suffered so much, because Fran Tarkin got in. Mike Dick is almost in. And, I find it hard to believe people would have voted for 362 tops in the same year, right? So that'd have been tough.
Right.
I could see,
I would say definitely 3 this year.
Make a push to get to next year too.
Yeah, I could see that, Dick. I could see Landry too, and I think Brady. I could
Yep.
see that playoff Brady getting in. But who knows? Things change. It seems like the top kind of stays the same, but like what Bart was saying, that like who was the one that we saw drop quite a bit was Bobby Lane or
Luckman was.
Luckman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he dropped
Luckman.
They both dropped
viciously.
Yeah, Luckman finished 26, and last year he was way up there.
Yeah, last year he was in the top 5 out. Like he was trending towards being in this year.
He was 8th. Wow.
Yeah, he had 33% of the vote last year.
Yeah.
He dropped way down. Only got half as much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And do we know where Nitschke finished last year?
He wasn't 6 to 10. Let's look at 11. He was 17th.
And he finished 30th, right? That's crazy.
24%, and he got 14% this year. He dropped 10%, and Mahomes went up.
Yeah, he went up. That's surprising too, a little bit that he would have went up that much.
Yeah, Steve Largent. That's a surprise.
There for that big of a jump first year. Good for him. 70s always go strong here.
Yeah. So the top 6, the 6 to 10 last year was Lawrence Taylor, he's in. Tarkenton, he's in. Joe Green, he's in. So 3 of the 5 that missed out last year are in. And Ditka just missed out, and Luckman was the big dropout of that one, which is just weird. Yeah, yep. So that's it. There's your class right there. 1982 tops Lawrence Taylor, 71 tops Mean Joe Green, 1888 N162 Harry Beecher, 62 tops Fran Tarkenton, and the 52 Bowman Large Frank Gifford. That was I'm okay with those. What do you guys think with these 5?
I'm good with it, and I'm keeping my pace of somehow, when we had 10 cards get in, I kept having 8 of them already in my collection, and then when it was 5 getting in, I had 4 of them in my collection. So I'm staying at 80% because I have 4 out of these 5. So that's good. I don't see myself getting a Beecher anytime soon, but maybe I'll bring my 80% completion rate up somewhere else with the other cards. But yeah, these are all good cards. I definitely know I needed to have in my collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been looking for a Mean Joe Green for a while, but the centering on those is ridiculous. So yeah, I'm just trying to find a decent one that's centered. And the LT I sold one a few years back during the rise of prices in the early part of the pandemic.
Right.
So I need to repurchase a LT. The Beecher I'll probably never get. Right. And I would like to add all of these though at some point. It would be great.
Yeah. Yeah. The Mean Joe centering, Bart Scott was saying that centering on Mean Joe is tough to get on that card.
Yeah, I'd like to upgrade mine, but yeah, at 71s, that's how they are.
Yeah. Well, if you guys have anything else you wanted to add, I mean, there it is. Another year is coming going. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys for doing this. It was, job well done, and I think there's a well-deserving class getting in this year. Can't wait for next year.
Yeah, this was good. A lot of fun. Glad to have 200 plus ballots cast, and thanks Ray for doing all the administrivia behind the scenes to make videos and things possible. This was good.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I just want to say thank you again to everyone that participated in the voting. Obviously, we were up like probably 20% in votes this year. If it's we were up to like almost 230 votes, so that's awesome. Thanks to Ray, already mentioned, to Dr. Beckett and to Greg from Midlife Cards for having us on. That was awesome, just to talk about cards.
Right.
And then also there was a couple other people that made videos. I know John Newman made a quick video, and then Lefty Groveland Cards, Jeremy made
that was fun.
Great video going through the ballot. That all helped so much getting our names out there and just getting the ballot out there, just going through those videos. So thanks to everyone that participated and helped make some videos. It was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you to those channels that did videos. Lefty Grove Cards was very fun to watch. It was you could see him struggling with the picks, which is everybody says the same thing. It's you pick like 8 within the first 10 cards, and then you look how many more cards, So
back. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, and then you just people. He had 16 cards picked. It was like, oh my god, and he had the chiseled off. This is like excruciatingly painful. So yeah, and I think that's about all. I mean, yeah, let's the goal next year. I would love to see us get 300 votes. Let's make it happen. Thanks, Greg, Midlife Sports Cards, for the midlife sports card bump. That was cool. Yeah, let's get the 300 next year, and we hope everyone enjoyed it. It's going to be on my channel. It's going to be on these guys' channels and Sports Car Hall of Fame Network channel. So thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And we will see everyone next year for the 5th class for the 2027 Football Card Hall of Fame. Enjoy the Super Bowl. And like I always say, have fun with it. We'll see you guys real soon. Take care.